Hello and welcome to another awesome episode of IVM Likes. I am Antariksh, joined by Snayhil and Antariksh.
Hello.
And we are joined by another newbie on the podcast, Aishwariya. What's up, Aishwariya?
All good. Slightly.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
Your name is Aishwariya.
Yeah.
So how you say it as Aishwariya or you say Aishwarya?
I just say Aishwariya.
Aishwarya, the regular way.
तो
Okay,
वो
fine.
spellings numerology की वजह से
Yeah,
हो
I
गया.
feel like that's what my
Bro,
parents
same,
did. I'm pretty
same,
sure that's why they
same.
did it.
Snehil के spellings
AY.
yeah,
Yes, AY.
Snehil के spellings are SNEHIL. But
Yeah,
मेरे
correct.
spellings are SNAYHIL.
Yeah, it's a very different.
Yeah,
spelling,
so
correct, yeah.
so a lot of people like Snahil, हम Snehil, like, अरे भाई.
Yeah.
So मेरे घर वालों ने logic लगाया कि वो कहते हैं ना A.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is AYYY. तो हम like Snehil AY.
That's why my parents named me Antariksh. So there are no problems.
So to begin with, let's first tell our viewers कि ऐश्वर्या आप IVM पे क्या करते हो?
Yeah, so basically I work with the creative solutions team. So we guys kind of sort of work with creating branded podcasts for like different brands that come on
Please
board.
bring a brand on IVM Likes. Please.
So if you do get any brands on any of your shows, it's because
It's
of
because
people
of
like Aishwarya. and I.
Aishwarya.
We are
Yeah.
bringing
And
in the money.
Oh, you are also in creative solutions team.
Thanks,
Oh.
Snail. Nice. But yeah, so it's because of the work that Aishwarya and I and our team does.
Team does, yes.
Great.
Under the supervision of Ekta. who's
But
great.
okay, one
Yeah.
a random confession.
Uh-huh.
So whenever anyone says Ekta in the office ना, मेरे
तुझे
mind
लगता है यूनिटी?
नहीं मेरे माइंड में वो आ जाता है गोलमाल रिटर्न्स देखी है मेरा एक फ्रेंड था मैन एक फ्रेंड है जो अभी ता हो गया है मुझे जाना पड़ेगा
I haven't seen this.
That's a
I don't
very
know.
specific
I
reference.
don't know.
oh
I
it's
don't
a very
I don't know,
famous
Golmaal
scene.
3 you said?
Golmaal 2 Golmaal returns
2 is the bad one. No, I didn't
yeah
see that one.
every Golmaal after the first Golmaal is the bad one
I think there are some laughing moments in Golmaal 3.
so
Which I will
Brijesh Hirji plays a character
Okay.
the one जो Golmaal 1 में जो वो सांप वाला है ना the Sameer
हाँ, got it.
ठीक है?
That guy's great.
So
yeah.
हाँ that guy is great.
Great.
So उसको Ekta is being played by Kareena Kapoor in Golmaal Returns.
Okay.
तो she sends a letter to Brijesh Hirji और उस पे नीचे लिखा होता है signed by Ekta मतलब as in her name.
Yeah.
तो वो लेटर उसकी वाइफ पढ़ लेती है and then she is like ये कौन सा फ्रेंड है ठीक है लाइक एक फ्रेंड है जो अभी ता हो गया है एक ता मुझको जाना पड़ेगा उसकी बॉडी पे फ्लावर्स बिठाना पड़ेगा
Rohit Shetty, make more films, man. You're doing a great job.
It's
Snehil is clearly impressioned
Yeah.
by our movies. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, it's amazing the way his brain works because I would have never made
Made that connection.
yeah,
No, but I
never.
get it. You know, some things are triggers to
Yeah.
something happened in a movie. It happens to me all the time.
Every time
Like,
someone
randomly
says
it's like-
Zalak मेरे माइंड में वो बजता है तेरी
Yeah.
Zalak
Yeah.
अशरफी
Yeah, it's like there is a luck
अशरफी Okay, when Zalak's back we'll tell this story. But what are we talking about today, Antariksh?
We are talking about, so last week we had done an episode on what we thought about after watching Laal Singh Chaddha and
yeah.
RakshaBandhan and the movies that have come out in this past month in August. And that got us thinking, man, why are these films
Not
getting
doing
boycotted?
great.
Not
and
doing great.
being-
And why is there this hashtag boycott Laal Singh Chaddha?
Yeah.
Hashtag boycott RakshaBandhan. I don't even understand
Hmm.
the logic behind it. After watching the movies, watching at least Laal Singh Chaddha, it did not seem problematic to me at all, not even in the slightest. And makes me think, of course, that all of this is because of previous comments made by
Yeah.
Amir. And this boycott fucking thing has been going on for so many years, and every other movie that seems now that comes out
is being boycotted.
Yeah.
And without any reason also.
To the point that it actually, Snehil and I, we talked about this. Is it the film production people who are making it boycott so that it trends?
So that it
Yeah.
trends.
So that there's more conversation
Yeah.
about it. So that's what we want to talk about on this episode, which we'll be right back with right after this very short break. So please stay tuned.
Hello. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Storytellers and Storysellers, Vineet talks to Azan Firoz Said. He runs the hub in Bangalore and they discuss how he's enabling next-level creator collaboration. On Shunyavan, Sheila Aditya is in conversation with Piyush Ranjan, the CTO at CoverFox. He gives us some insights on the insurance industry in India and how technology plays a part. On Smarter with Sid, Siddharth talks about delaying gratification and how it may or may not work in one's favor. On Varta Lab, Akash and Naveen are joined by content creator and influencer Saloni Gore. They talk about how content creation happened to her, her character Nazma Api, and some hilarious Delhi Bombay stories. And on the Ideas Project, Anupam is joined by Mahavir Chopra, founder Beshak.org. They discuss the importance of insurance and how it's growing in India. Hey everybody, as you know, we've been beating the horse for merchandise, and you should go and get it now before we refresh our collections. And what's there right now won't be available forever, so go get it now. You can go to ivmpodcast.com, go click on the store link, and you'll be able to find the store, or go to beyondfollow.com/IVM, and you can go directly over there and pick up the merchandise. Also, remember, if you're following this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Social media helps, but not as much of word of mouth. But if you're a social media fellow, then go to our IVM podcast handle on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn and follow us there. Also, please do remember to check out all of our different YouTube channels. We have a ton of them now. You can go to ivmpodcast.com/YouTube, where we maintain a list of all of these channels. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this week: TransUnion Civil, Boat Lifestyle, Checkpoint Software, Small Case, and Intel vPro. Thank you so much for making this possible.
And we're back talking about this goddamn godforsaken boycott culture.
Boycott culture.
Do you believe in any of this to start off with? Because
I don't.
I'm sure neither of you
Yeah.
are on the same page.
No,
I don't.
I
I really
don't
don't
either.
care about the boycott thing.
Yeah.
And I think me saying this will trend boycott Snayhil also, if I'm that important, or boycott
Yeah.
IVM Likes, or boycott IVM. And I'm sorry in advance, but I really.
Dude, I want to see a boycott IVM Likes. That would be. We've reached places, हम हैं कुछ गुरु का वो डायलॉग हमेशा याद आता है ना, which is जब लोग तुम्हारे खिलाफ बोलने लगे
समझो तुम कुछ ठीक कर रहे हो,
तुम
या
तरक्की
तुम
कर रहे
तरक्की
हो,
कर रहे हो.
मतलब that's yeah.
But I really feel this boycott culture is like
BS,
अब
man.
कुछ भी हो रहा है, अब कुछ भी कर रहे हैं. Every movie that comes out is being boycotted. In fact, movies जिनका ना ट्रेलर, टीजर, टाइटल कुछ नहीं आया है,
Yeah, why?
उनका भी
I
boycott
don't get
चल
this
रहा है.
at all.
अभी
dude.
recently what happened? So why this topic? It was, मेरे माइंड में कब आया, जब अभी recently, so I am a huge Hrithik fan, ठीक है.
हाँ.
अभी विक्रम वेदा आने वाली है
with Saif Ali Khan in it.
with Saif Ali Khan, and Hrithik for the first time is playing a negative role. At least this is ये
Spoiler alert.
ये बोला गया है अभी तक कि ऋतिक नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रहा है,
हाँ.
एंड दिस प्रॉब्ली द फर्स्ट टाइम इन हिज करियर.
हाँ.
सो अभी इन लोग ने ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड कर दिया #boycott विक्रम वेदा. डू यू नो द रीजन? The stupidest reason.
Is it something we can guess? Because I would love to guess why.
Guess. Okay, she knows. I
I
told
know
her the
about
reason.
it.
You can guess.
Is it something I can guess, you think?
Yeah, I think you could.
Yeah.
I think you would get
Vikram Veda, Hrithik Roshan. Kangana Ranaut, because Kangana Ranaut?
No.
it. No, but that's such a good guess. Though.
हाँ, that's a good guess. कंगना रनौत का अभी बीटी चल रहा है फिल्म फेयर के साथ.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that
Oh,
also.
that I know this. I'm aware of this. Because they offered her an
Nominate-
award
yeah,
or something. And she was like, how dare they offer me an award? This is such the stupidest thing. Yeah, so boycott film fair also now is going to start. dude,
But
pretty much.
why do you think?
Vikram Veda.
Hmm.
Hrithik, the photo that was leaked of Hrithik's look of the show, of the movie, he's too much blood. So like too much gore.
No. So the reason is because they were trending #boycott Laal Singh Chaddha, and Hrithik went to watch Laal Singh Chaddha,
Wow.
and he praised that movie on Twitter, saying that I liked the movie.
That's
so now
horrible.
they are like, because you liked the movie that we asked you to boycott, and you tweeted about it, now we will boycott you also.
I think it's come to a point ke, okay, how can our next boycott be stupider than our last one? How can we find the most ridiculous thing that we can get mad at and then get mad at that? I think that's what the competition has become.
Yeah.
Because whereas
आपको पहली मूवी कौन सी याद है जो बॉयकॉट कल्चर के ऐसा
मुझे-
चपेट में आई थी?
I think Padmavat wasn't there.
I think Padmavat was the one that blew up, but I'm sure there have been movies.
Of course.
Yeah,
मतलब that's why I asked कि आपको याद कौन सी है, because I'm sure people have been trending boycott.
I only remember Padmavat because I know someone had all these goons had like come on the set
Yeah.
and like slapped Snayhil and Antariksh
And destroyed the set,
Yeah.
and had said कि अगर पद्मावत रिलीज की गई तो
Padmavati. Back then it was also Padmavati.
अरे bro, they had this bounty on
Snayhil and Antariksh?
yeah, they were like
So
तुम
dumb, dude.
इनको मार दो तो इतना इनाम, ये कर दो तो उतना इनाम. They were extreme groups that said this.
It's like a fatwa.
It was that
On
bad.
Snayhil and Antariksh.
It was
Yeah,
really
that
bad. It got really intense. It got
Yeah.
really bad.
Dude, that exactly. And
And then all of it शांत कैसे हुआ? आई हटा के.
Dude, also Kamar Chupake, in that song.
Oh God.
That CGI Kamar hatai
Oh,
jo unhone.
yes. Oh.
You know this?
Yeah.
So in one song, they have like artificially, but dude, really well done. You don't notice it in that song. They have artificially put like a cloth covering as part of the dress in one of the songs of where Deepika Padukone was dancing.
Ghumar.
Okay, हाँ.
It's Ghumar. Yes. So उस Ghumar song में हुआ है ये. So उन्होंने कमर जो थी वो उसको उन लोगों ने
CGI ने
हाइड कर दिया because they were like नहीं ये तो नहीं चलेगा.
But again, dude, like firstly, you haven't seen the movie. What are you getting mad at? You don't know what the actual story is gonna be.
Yeah.
What are you getting mad at? You don't even know if these storied people are actually fictionalized or there's like a actual retelling of the story.
Nobody
You don't even
knows
know that.
actually. So there
Nobody
was this Rekhta pe. Have you heard of Rekhta? Rekhta? Anyone?
No, but I've heard of Rekta. Sorry.
Anyway, so Rekhta, Jashn-e-Rekhta is an Urdu, like celebrating Urdu, a festival in Delhi for 3 days होता है. 3 दिन का festival होता है दिल्ली में, mostly December में होता है. COVID के time से हुआ नहीं है. But वहाँ पे all these poets, Piyush Mishra, Javed Akhtar, Gulzar Saab, all of these
I think
come.
you have to mention Piyush Mishra in every episode.
Arey, but they...
You find a way to somehow. You love Piyush Mishra so much, and it's very impressive that you love Piyush Mishra so
sir,
much.
if you're listening.
Yeah. Biggest fan, sir.
Yeah.
You're a Piyush simp. That's a throwback to another one of our shows.
So इन लोग को बुलाया जाता है ये अपने कैसे इन लोगों ने लिखावट शुरू करी and what do they think of current writing, songs, lyrics, stuff like that. They talk about that and their favorite poets and you know all of that. So उसमें एक बार जावेद अख्तर ने ये बात बोली थी कि उनसे ये पूछा गया था मूवीज़ के बारे में कि ऐसी जो मूवीज़ बनती हैं लोग उनको बॉयकॉट करते हैं. आई थिंक इट वाज पद्मावत ओनली व्हेन दे सेड. तो जावेद अख्तर ने एक जवाब दिया था कि इस चीज़ का एक ही सोल्यूशन है कि आप हिस्ट्री सीखने के लिए बॉलीवुड की पिक्चरें मत देखो. वो फिक्शन है. He said, so he claims that हमारी हिस्ट्री में जोधा बाई जो थी वो कभी अकबर की वाइफ थी ही नहीं.
Okay.
He said this. I
can't.
Again, can't say this, can't claim this, but he on this talk.
But if you wanted boycott IVM Likes, this is the comment to get it on.
So he said कि ऐसा कभी हुआ ही नहीं कि अकबर ने जोधा बाई से शादी करी हो. But we have a full blown TV serial on it. We have a full blown movie on this and stuff.
Great
like
songs
that.
by the way. Yeah.
Great songs. So the thing is कि he said that अगर तुम्हें हिस्ट्री पढ़नी है बॉलीवुड की पिक्चरें मत देखो और बॉलीवुड की पिक्चरों से हिस्ट्री मत सीखो. वो नहीं है डॉक्यूमेंट्री. यार देयर इज अ रीजन कि तुम उसको फिक्शन बुला रहे हो.
करेक्ट.
ठीक है. और हर पिक्चर में बेस्ड ऑन ट्रू इवेंट्स लिखा आता है. कभी भी ये नहीं लिखा आता कि यही हिस्ट्री है.
This is.
ठीक है.
It's not a documentary, man.
Yeah, it's not a document. Documentary देखने राम के नाम देख लो जाके.
यार all of that, no, like even say the most offensive film in my opinion should be allowed to exist because again it's an art, it's the director's art, and dude, you have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom from consequences of freedom of speech. Okay, so whatever consequences you get from that movie being made is up to you. But at least let that movie release, let people watch it and then form their opinions.
वो भी तुम अगर own कर रहे हो तो ये भी तुम own करो.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So dude, I do stand up, right? And in the stand up world, it is very common. Like we saw this, the whole thing that happened in Munawar was for a joke he never even told. That he supposedly wasn't even going to say. How does someone else who has never been to a show of his know that he's going to say this joke in his stupid show?
Exactly.
Nobody knows this.
Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this.
This is very ridiculous. So it's just boycott culture is basically cancel culture just given another name. It's basically the same thing, right? And people just are looking for things to get mad at, looking for things to get offended at, which I don't even feel they are offended at. Like if you deep down ask them, why do you feel so strongly? Like no, I don't. I was just in a way told that I should be mad at this and why this is wrong for me in some way, and that's why I'm mad about it, and that's why I wanted to be boycotted.
One very famous incident that I remember about this boycott culture was with Chhapak.
Okay.
Yes, of course, dude. Also very stupid. Do you remember this?
No, I don't know about it.
So Chhapak, Deepika Padukone की movie आई थी, and उसके time पे Deepika Padukone went to JNU, I guess.
Yeah, they were having a JNU protest. This is
okay.
Right when JNU में those goons had entered and bashed everyone up.
Yeah.
Got
So she was there, and because of that, they said boycott Chhapak. And so what happened was there was this very funny thing because everyone did this so brainlessly.
Yeah.
So what people did was they clicked a picture of a movie ticket. So they said उन्होंने movie ticket का picture
तो मतलब they bought the
click
ticket.
किया. नहीं. So they were like हमने हाँ. So basically they cancel कर दी tickets. मतलब in a way, you know.
cancel कर दिया.
ठीक है. So cancel कर दी tickets. अब the funny part was कि दिल्ली में जिसने टिकट खरीद के कैंसिल करी है वो भी सेम थिएटर का सेम सीट है और मुंबई में जिसने टिकट खरीद के कैंसिल करी है वो भी सेम थिएटर का सेम सीट है. सो इट वाज दिस वन ट्वीट दैट वाज बेसिकली हर जगह से वो ट्वीट
मैंने भी कैंसिल किया.
सेम
फोटो बीइंग शेयर्ड है.
सेम फोटो. They were so stupid. Like at least put some brains to your own boycott campaign.
Really, man. Dude, and if you like, if right now, okay, if you were all to do this exercise, if you right now open Twitter, okay, I am sure there is a boycott tag, like trending right now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Arey boycott
Without
Vikram
fail.
Vedha. I'm telling you, boycott Vikram Vedha.
Yeah, I'm just checking right now. Okay, there's the I quit BJP. Then Aryan Khan is trending. Imran Khan arrest. Okay, chalo, wo to theek hai. That's a whole different thing. Cut that out.
No, that's gonna get you the.
But okay, right now I can't see it. But okay, I was proven wrong.
Arey, just search boycott, na. Just search boycott
correct,
once,
that makes sense,
and
yeah.
you'll see how many tweets.
But
Yeah.
I think it's important to think about the legitimacy of, like,
Who's tweeting? But people don't.
no, the legitimacy of cancel culture or boycott. So when, like, I don't believe in cancel culture and boycott because I do believe that there is scope of growth, and I strongly do believe that
Yeah.
people can change.
Of course they can change.
But then when you think about things like Harvey Weinstein that broke out, right?
Yeah.
In that, cancel culture was helpful, and those things.
Oh,
really
absolutely. Yeah. But
So it's important to kind of.
But
think
again, I think what happens because of social media, right? There is no middle opinion.
Yeah.
Everything is either the worst thing or the best thing.
It's blown out of proportion.
Exactly. So there are no levels. There is no levels to evil. There's no levels to bad. There's no levels to anything else, to good even. There's no
Yeah.
levels. Everything is either the best or it's just the worst. So because of that, when you start equating a Harvey Weinstein to a movie release,
With Laal Singh Chaddha
Yeah.
for that matter, it does. मतलब it's not fair.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not fair at all. It
Abhi
doesn't make
recently you know what was trending? Cancel Eminem. Hashtag cancel Eminem. Hashtag
Cancel
boycott Eminem.
For
So you said
But like
Essay.
for all his songs, they were like they are very
previously that he's done
मतलब like
15, 20
demeaning
years
to
ago.
women. They are
Yeah.
very sexist. They are very
man,
this. They are
ऐसे
very
तो सब
that.
rap shouldn't be allowed to exist.
Bro, it's not like it was like, you know, I think मतलब हर गाना बंद हो सकता है भाई.
हाँ,
हर
correct.
मतलब
Correct.
हर चीज ना. See, you have to understand. So recently there was this trending that Friends is not a good sitcom because it was not inclusive.
Yeah, I know.
So the thing is that
Even Seinfeld guys are
हाँ,
saying,
so like they were like कि cancel Friends. Bro, the thing is that जितना awareness अब है हमारे पास,
तब नहीं था.
Yeah,
1995 में
At
नहीं
its
था.
time, you gotta judge things in its time. You know, like
अब तुम
for its
उसको
time,
क्या
how it
cancel
was.
कर रहे हो यार? अब तुम
Yeah,
उसको
exactly.
क्यों cancel कर रहे हो?
Yeah,
Like it doesn't make any sense.
तुम inclusivity अभी बढ़ाओ ना.
Like as
पहले क्या
हाँ
करेगा?
वही अभी जैसे मैं बात कर रहा था उस दिन पिछले एपिसोड में, you were talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine कि how they you watched
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
You watched the finale?
Yep.
So that was I was telling कि Brooklyn Nine-Nine ने जब जॉर्ज फ्लॉयड वाला पूरा इंसिडेंट हुआ,
yeah.
BLM मूवमेंट हुआ, ठीक है, तो उन लोग ने तब तक सीजन 8 के पहले 4 एपिसोड लिख लिए थे. बट आफ्टर दैट मूवमेंट दे रियलाइज्ड कि वी नीड टू केटर टू दिस, वी नीड टू टॉक अबाउट दिस, वी नीड टू spread awareness about this. It is important. So they scrapped all those 4 scripts. They started rewriting the entire season. So ये उनकी आज की अवेयरनेस है. ये उन लोग ने उस चीज़ को अडेप्ट किया, उस चीज़ को उन्होंने अपने काम में लाया और उस चीज़ पे उन लोग ने इम्प्लीमेंट किया. बहुत सही. बट अब अगर इसी चीज़ को लेके मैं उनको पहले सीजन पे बैश करने लग जाऊं, इट डजंट मेक सेंस.
Yeah, correct.
ये अवेयरनेस उस टाइम पे थी ही नहीं. What do you think about this, Aishwariya?
Why were they getting bashed for the first season?
नहीं, I'm just saying कि like
Yeah.
ऐसा अगर मैं 2003 में अगर कोई चीज़ बनी है उसको मैं कैंसिल करने लग जाऊं, उसको मैं बॉयकॉट करने लग जाऊं, जब वो चीज़ एग्जिस्टेंस में ही नहीं थी, उस चीज़ के बारे में हमें पता ही नहीं था, तो like it doesn't make sense.
See, that's the problem that people don't understand, that you need to understand when something is said and the context in which
Of
it
course,
was said.
bro, of course.
But I feel like that's happened to a lot of people. I feel like that also happens a lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, I don't know if you guys watch her, but Jenna Marbles.
I know Jenna Marbles.
I used to love her so much, and
Yeah.
she got cancelled. I was so
How did she
hurt.
get cancelled?
So she got cancelled because I feel like long back she had done like blackface videos.
Oh.
But I feel like that's such
Blackface videos मतलब?
Where she colored herself
Self-
black to
yeah.
act like an African American,
Oh, I don't know.
which is very considered very
Yeah.
problematic, very racist.
It's very
Okay.
derogatory.
Okay.
But I
Like
feel
Justin Trudeau, the Canada Prime Minister,
Hmm.
almost got cancelled because of the same reason, because he had done brown face. And like to be Aladdin on Halloween, and people got pissed, how can you do brown face?
But I feel like the
That's
thing
thing.
about that is she had done that in like 2013, and if you see her content now, it's changed. She's clearly not a racist
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
She's
वही है.
evolved.
Exactly, context matters, man.
एक
Yeah.
एक बारी
you can't
एक
judge people by their
तुम
like such
टाइम
old actions.
2020 में अगर किसी ने कोई एक ऐसी चीज करी है जिसकी अवेयरनेस ही नहीं थी उस टाइम पे,
हाँ.
मतलब ऑफ कोर्स दिस अगेन व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज
Yeah.
Very-
In a way, I get you.
हाँ, मतलब ये वो है कि हर सिचुएशन में ये चीज लागू नहीं होती.
हाँ,
Yeah.
correct.
बट द थिंग इज कि इन मोस्ट सिचुएशंस, जैसे तुम सिटकॉम्स के बारे में बात करते हो या तुम किसी फॉर दैट मैटर किसी गाने के बारे में बात करते हो, जब उसके बारे में उतना अवेयरनेस था ही नहीं, मतलब तुम नहीं एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते कि कोई 2000 में कोई ब्लैक लाइव्स मैटर जो 2020 में होने वाला उसके बारे में कोई
Yeah.
पहले से अवेयर होके 2000 में अपने गाने वैसे बनाए.
Yeah, correct.
दिस इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. तो या कोई the entire thing that we are talking about is in context of cinema
Yeah.
and art. It's not in incidents like जो हमने
Yeah. It's
पहले
not. We're
mention.
not trying to be derogatory or offensive
Yeah.
in any way.
So
or
you
form.
had told me to go to Twitter and search for boycott.
Hmm.
I did. What do you think was the first? What is being boycotted first?
I feel like it has to be some ad. I feel like some Tanishq ad is always
Boycott
getting...
Zomato. Boycott SRK.
Yes.
Boycott SRK.
No, but why specifically?
See, I don't know about why, but I know this thing कि जब boycott SRK ट्रेंड हुआ
हाँ.
boycott पठान के लिए, तो ऐसा
boycott पठान चल रहा है by the way.
बॉयकॉट पठान या
Yeah.
सो तो बॉयकॉट पठान जब ट्रेंड हुआ उसके बाद एसआर के फैंस ने ट्रेंड करना शुरू किया है, बट हैशटैग पठान फर्स्ट डे फर्स्ट शो.
Nice.
That's great. Why
that's pretty
was
cool.
it getting boycotted?
I don't know why the boycott Pathan thing is going on.
आई टेल यू ना. सो अभी कुछ टाइम पहले शाहरुख ने
Aryan Khan. this
नो
is-
नो 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 नो
okay.
शाहरुख से किसी ने शाहरुख आस्क एसआर के करता है, राइट? यू रिमेंबर?
Correct.
मतलब ट्विटर पे तो करता ही है उसका. जैसे कोई मूवी आ रही हो और क्या कहते हैं किसी जर्नलिस्ट को इंटरव्यू दे रहा हो या कुछ भी, उसमें भी दे वर हैविंग दिस आस्क एसआर के थिंग, एंड देन किसी ने उससे पूछा कि यू नो डू यू थिंक देयर इज अ ग्रोइंग इंटॉलरेंस इन द कंट्री, एंड ही सेड यस. Hence the
who-
boycott
I
Shahrukh
mean,
Khan.
how can someone deny that?
Yeah,
also, man?
there is, of course.
How can someone, like, what sane person is denying that?
And there are tweets where they're like,
Yeah, well.
game over for Bollywood's Bhaijan perfectionist and king.
They're praising him or insulting him, dude.
क्या चल रहा है? क्या and then नीचे hashtag boycott SRK, hashtag boycott Pathan, hashtag boycott Bollywood, hashtag boycott everyone.
But I feel like these problems are very Twitter centric.
But that is affecting the numbers of movies.
How
You know what-
much?
you know
though?
what we
I don't
should
think
do,
it
right?
really. I don't think it really is translating that much. I also feel like some
I
of
agree,
it
I
could just be actually a publicity stunt. I mean,
So
like,
there were rumors though.
Yeah, there were
So
rumors.
so,
Oh,
so
especially
there were
about Laal Singh
rumors.
Chaddha.
Yeah, about Laal Singh Chaddha.
Because
that-
Amir is so aggressive when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
that he went.
So
boycott
there were
Laal Singh
rumors
Chaddha.
that आमिर ने खुद boycott लाल सिंह चड्ढा चलाया है.
Yeah, exactly.
और अगर चलाया है तो ये एकदम ही बैकफायर कर गया.
We don't know. We really don't know.
हाँ,
But
but
the thing is, you know, it's just possible that the movie didn't take a hit because of boycott. It was just people weren't excited enough
yeah,
about the
maybe.
film.
Yeah, they just didn't like it.
Yeah, because we know from the last few months that the kind of movies that are doing huge numbers are those larger than life, bombastic action movies.
yeah.
That event movies that people are like, oh, you have to watch this in the theater because that's a much better experience. In all honesty, Laal Singh Chaddha, I'll be as happy watching it at home also. It's a, you know, like a, it seems like a more, what do you call, concise, close-knit.
Comfort film?
Comfort film, sure. But action movies also can be comfort film. That's not what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
But I'm just saying close-knit. It feels like a tighter universe. I'm describing it wrong, but you get what I mean.
उतना लार्जर देन लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस
Exactly.
नहीं है जो आपको थिएटर में शायद आरआरआर देख के मिलता
Exactly that.
और
Exactly
आपको लाल सिंह चड्ढा देख के नहीं मिला है.
that. हाँ.
अभी एनी अदर मूवी दैट यू रिकॉल बीइंग बॉयकॉटेड? आई थिंक रक्षाबंधन. यू नो व्हाई रक्षाबंधन गॉट बॉयकॉटेड?
Why?
सो रक्षाबंधन की जो राइटर है कनिका, वन ऑफ द स्क्रीन प्ले राइटर्स,
Hmm.
कोविड के टाइम पे उसने ट्वीट कर दिया था कि अजीब इंडिया इज़ अ डेवलप्ड कंट्री, गाय के लिए एम्बुलेंस आधे घंटे में आ जाता है और मैं आधे घंटे से या 1 घंटे से पार्किंग लॉट में वेट कर रही हूँ और मुझे बेड नहीं मिल रहा है, कुछ उसने ऐसे करके बोल दिया था. एंड देन शी वाज लाइक
a lot of people made some similar comments.
Yeah.
man.
एंड देन शी वाज लाइक कि इंडिया में गौमूत्र पी के कोविड ठीक हो रहा है, व्हाट इज दिस वगैरह वगैरह. थोड़ा ऐसा मतलब आई एम अगेन, दिस इज नॉट कोट एंड कोट, बट उसने ऐसा कुछ एक ट्वीट किया था जिस वजह से नाउ देव ब्रॉट दैट बैक एंड देव सेड कि
What? How do people have time to hold grudges against these people?
so this
Who has the
happened,
time to
yeah.
hold a grudge against a director?
So people have screenshotted that tweet,
यार, इन
tweeted
लोगों को
that
याद है?
tweet
क्या
and then
दिमागी
said
लोग
कि
हैं वो?
ये ऐसी है और इसका अब हिंदू फोबिक है, कल्चर को रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करती, ये नहीं करती, वो नहीं करती, तो हम इसकी पिक्चर नहीं देखेंगे, इसलिए बॉयकॉट रक्षाबंधन. So they boycotted a movie on a Hindu festival because they thought that the writer is Hindu phobic.
Yeah.
I think they should have. See, if they're going to boycott films, boycott it. Like, if I feel like first you shouldn't boycott it, but if you don't like a movie, you can voice your opinion after the movie is
Wait,
done.
dude, isn't
about the
Rakshabandhan?
movie. It's not come out yet.
Rakshabandhan is out and I
What?
think it's gonna go back
No.
also now. So none of us have watched the movie except Hiral. In the previous episode we talked about this episode,
Yeah.
this movie that Hiral has watched, and Antariksh claims that he hasn't watched, but
Yeah.
we think that he has watched because he knows everything about the movie. So the thing is that Hiral says कि it's जो trailer is badly cut. So the larger picture of the movie is this कि you know एक पेट्रियार्क है जिसको पेट्रियार्क ही कहेंगे ना उसको, ठीक है, जिसको अपनी 4 बहनों की शादी करनी है एंड वो उस प्रेशर में है कि मुझे इन सबका डाउरी देना पड़ेगा बिकॉज वो उतना सोसाइटी के उन नॉर्म्स में फिट नहीं बैठती, ठीक है. बट थ्रू द एंटायर मूवी एज हीरल सेज कि द आर्क इज कि मतलब वो एक ऐसा कैरेक्टर लिखा गया है जिसको ये लोग पूरी मूवी में गलत प्रूव करते हैं, यू नो दिस इज नॉट the way you should think, and actually it's based on how dowry is such a big issue in certain parts of the country and how it should not happen. So the end message is this, but the trailer probably was badly cut because they had to sell Akshay Kumar as the USP, and Akshay Kumar is that character जो उस mindset का है. That's why they showed all those scenes in that theater in the trailer, while the actual message through the movie is completely different.
That's so sad because I also watched the trailer of the movie. I'm like, this seems horrible. I will not
Same.
watch it.
Same. I
seems
said this in the
trash.
previous episode where I thought कि यार 2022 में ये पिक्चर कैसे बन सकती
Exactly.
है where the entire plot is
But again, I've
dowry.
read reviews.
is what he claims.
I've read reviews where there's like where they've said कि this seems like an Ayushmann Khurrana movie from the 2013s or 2012s.
Yeah, so I'm
that-
saying that this is a movie जो again I have not read reviews, I have not watched
Yeah,
the
I've
movie.
only seen the trailer.
Yeah, I've only seen the trailer. जो मुझे आपकी और हीरल मतलब अंतरिक्ष की और हीरल की बातें सुन के मुझे लग रहा है कि ट्रेलर ही शायद गलत कट किया और इन्होंने सारे अक्षय कुमार को सेल करने के चक्कर में सारे वो सीन्स डाल दिए जो कि ऐसे साउंड करे कि रिग्रेसिव है, क्योंकि वो कैरेक्टर रिग्रेसिव लिखा गया है
I think
ताकि वो आर्क बने.
No, I think maybe this is what I think. I think maybe the characters cut that way not to really sell out Akshay Kumar, but also because a lot of people who go to watch movies like
Will go for Akshay only,
predominantly.
yeah.
No, I feel like there are a lot of like right-wing people, right? So you're appeasing the audience. You're getting those audience
Oh,
in.
yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, so that's also what happens in a lot of queer films,
Probably.
like shows. Like you queer code characters in such a way. Like if you see Supernatural, right? As a queer person, I can tell, oh, this is a queer character. So they have me hooked in, but straight people don't get in, and they are also there part of the fandom. So I feel like that's what's happened with this film. Is they're trying to appease the right-wing people,
crazy, dude.
and they've
didn't
got
think
them
of
in. And there are people like Hiral who might have just gone.
It's like
because-
messaging in a way.
Yeah, because they
It's
just
like
love
subliminal
Bollywood,
messaging, yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, it's a possibility. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
very well said.
yeah,
I
it's a
didn't think of it that way.
possibility.
But dude, I have thought that earlier. That of course, having Akshay Kumar in your movie does seem like a plus, especially in today's times, because you know that the chances of this film getting boycotted are less.
Of course.
Yeah.
But of course, RakshaBandhan भी हो ही गई, अब क्या ही करें, you know. But
हाँ, रक्षाबंधन भी हो ही गई यार बॉयकॉट.
Yeah.
अभी बॉयकॉट ब्रह्मास्त्र चल रहा था. You know the reason?
Brahma, the name of the movie.
No. So ब्रह्मास्त्र का
Good guess.
good
I
guess
mean,
again.
yeah,
You have really good guesses.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I'm
none
just
of them are
I'm
spot
telling
on.
people what to get offended at, man. Like, yeah.
So the thing was कि ब्रह्मास्त्र का जब टीजर आया था तो उसमें एक सीन ऐसा था जिसमें रणबीर कपूर एक घंटी बजा रहा था ऐसा जंप करके, एंड उस सीन में रणबीर कपूर के जूते दिख जाते हैं. सो पीपल गॉट ऑफेंडेड कि ये जूते पहन के मंदिर में एंटर किया है और वो जूते पहन के मंदिर की घंटी बजा रहा है.
They're right. मंदिर, I mean, जूते कौन पहनता है मंदिर में यार? रणबीर क्या कर रहे हो यार?
But the thing was कि बाद में दे came out in the set कि दोस्तों वो मंदिर में जा ही नहीं रहा है यार, तुम क्या कर रहे हो? It's a दुर्गा पूजा पंडाल.
He should be barefoot even outside the mandir. What is this?
अरे it's not a mandir only is the point.
He should be barefoot everywhere. Don't question my boycott, brethren.
It's a pandal of Durga Puja where he is going, and पंडाल में जाने से पहले कोई चप्पल नहीं उतारता. It's very.
भाई पर रणबीर को उतारना चाहिए.
पर रणबीर को उतारना.
See, I feel like when things get boycotted for such small things, right? Where I feel like they're nitpicking. See, that time I feel
the legitimacy of being boycott.
No.
वो they lose the.
Why is the term boycott and not girl talk? Is it just because men are more vela and have more time to boycott?
No, I think there is a reason for it, but I'm sure. But I feel like we are unaware of it. But I'm sure there's a proper reason for why that is.
I love Snayhil's reactions to something even slightly sexist that may be happening.
But I feel like when things get boycotted for such small reasons or where it's like nitpicking, then I definitely feel like this is PR because nobody is going to itna minute nobody
यार
is
पर
going
लोग
to
जा रहे हैं is the point यार. I think like लोग हैं सच में इतने वेले कि वो इस चीज को देख के offend हो जाते हैं.
हाँ, correct. And also this shoe thing, I don't think the creators of the movie will want to
because
promote.
So the thing
this
is that
shoe
they
part,
creators को पता है ना कि वो पंडाल में जा रहा है.
हाँ.
उन्होंने तो बनाई है वो पिक्चर.
हाँ, तो
उनको तो पता है वो वहाँ जा रहा है.
हाँ.
तो I don't think it's their thing कि you know we'll trend this, and I don't think so. I agree कि you know any type of publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. No, not always.
But then not always.
Not
Exactly.
always, yeah.
But then not always. हो सक यार आई रियली फील कि लाल सिंह चड्ढा को जो इतना मेजर अफेक्ट हुआ है दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द बॉयकॉट
You really
कल्चर.
think so?
I really
I think
think
just
so.
not excited people. Not
Has
excited.
it like translated like to you
Yeah,
guys?
dude, it's like they're calling it a 180 crore failure because it's not going to make his money back. Yeah, it's very
मेक
sad.
हिज मनी बैक छोड़ो.
50 crores ही मुश्किल से पहुंचा
I
है.
think Amir has forfeited his fees for the movie.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I know I couldn't, you know, get you profits, so I'll
like that,
not
Amir
take the
is
money.
a very good collaborator to work with. He takes a massive cut off the profits you make from
Yeah.
this thing, but upfront his payment will be whatever minimal. you know?
That's great.
Yeah.
So I think
Because it's
all
all
the
about getting
Khans,
all
all the Khans do this.
That's what makes a superstar, and I've heard like multiple producers talk about it. A
नहीं,
superstar is the person. See, why do you get a superstar? To get asses in seats on first day, on day one. And if the superstar not able to deliver in a way, then yeah, it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
but
but-
again, it's not just his fault, of course. But please go ahead.
Yeah, but I feel like they already have so much money. I feel like even if they like, they don't really have a lot
No,
to.
Amir is
But
not bothered. Yes.
What is?
But everyone around him is bothered. Right?
How much money is so much money? Is the point, ना? Like always, किसको आता पैसा बुरा लगेगा यार?
Of course.
Of course, everybody wants money.
Yeah.
So the thing is, अगर यार आमिर खान ने अपने 14 साल as he says दिए हैं मूवी को, तो he would want some returns out of the movie, right? उसने कुछ vision, कुछ पैसा लगा यार. It's not always about the money also at the end of the day. उसने अपने 14 time is money. 14 साल अगर उसने दिए हैं,
Correct,
तो he
yeah.
would want some returns out of it. आज सुबह ही मैं ये बात कर रहा था कि ब्रह्मास्त्र अभी अपने प्री रिलीज प्रमोशन फेज में है, ठीक है. सो अयान मुखर्जी कह रहा है कि यू नो आई डिड दिस फॉर द सिनेमा, आई टेक इंडियन सिनेमा टू अनदर लेवल, और ये और वो VFX वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द ही वुड वांट द ROI.
Yeah.
उसने
Yeah.
300 करोड़ रुपए अगर पिक्चर पे खर्च दिया है, उसको चाहिए 500 करोड़ यार उस पे.
When is it releasing again?
9th September. I am waiting for the movie.
But dude, why aren't they doing more publicity? I would imagine it would be everywhere right now.
They have
Brahmastra.
done quite a bit of
Have they?
publicity.
Yeah,
मेरे को तो नहीं दिख रही यार.
So that is what they were having this conversation na, in which Ranbir passed a very
Snide comment.
yeah.
Okay. What is
So what happened was कि Ayan Mukherjee, Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor were having this live talk
it? Okay.
where they were saying, so people were saying कि तुम इतना खुल के promotion क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, ठीक है. And then Alia said कि of course we'll do promotions. Promotions will be happening. They are happening, but it's not like we'll be payload everywhere. And Ranbir
my
said
God,
कि
I know this.
and Ranbir looked at Alia and said because she's pregnant, right? तो उसने उसको देख के बोला, oh, I see someone has payload. And there was this entire internet
But wait,
uproar.
did Arya laugh?
Yeah, of course.
And then it's
That's-
fine.
that's-
Because
that-
that's their relationship. If
And
they're making fun of it,
then Ranbir also said it's in a cute way. I think after he said it, he realized that he said it on a live
on live,
stream.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
and then
dude, that's their relationship, man. You can't claim other rights on other people's relationship and how they
See,
talk to each other.
I
yeah?
feel like this is funny because I think somebody was talking about this yesterday in the office. I don't remember who it is, but I think it was. I know it was a woman, but I don't know who. But I feel like when they said it, they were like, she was like super uncomfortable.
Oh,
and
then
kind
see,
of-
that's the problem.
She didn't see it coming.
See, that's the problem.
she didn't
with
see it coming. She didn't see it coming.
So she like could you like
I obviously I can't say कि वो uncomfortable है, comfortable है, या हंस रही है या क्या नहीं है.
no, but just like her body.
हाँ
Yeah.
तो like she was वो एकदम से ना रुक गई, उसको समझ में नहीं आया कि एकदम से क्या. That is why he had to cover up and say कि
Then
in a cute way.
Then he put his hand on her belly.
Actually like in a cute way.
Yeah.
way.
And she was
I-
like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and that's how she found out that she was pregnant.
So the thing is कि ये सब चीजें तुम्हारा अगर personal, you have your wavelength, everything, ठीक है, मतलब like
Yeah.
I understand, but ये चीज ऐसे इन platforms पे
Yeah.
नहीं, मतलब I don't think it makes sense because तुम live पे हो यार, तुम like you hold a certain, you are Ranbir Kapoor and Alia Bhatt. At the end of the day, people look up to you.
Yeah.
So when you say you pass these comments, like
I feel like you should just be. I feel it's so tough because I feel like when you're a celebrity, I feel like no matter what you say, I feel like
of
it's,
course,
Yeah,
of
man.
course,
it's going
of course,
to be
of
there.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
But I feel like
True.
you should be a little bit more
Conscious.
sensitive and
Conscious and
yeah,
sensitive
what-
about
what
issues.
you're
So
saying.
easy to slip, man. If all your
Yeah.
life you have to
यार वही
so
बात
cut
है ना.
everyone's slack. dude.
नहीं I totally agree.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying कि तुम्हारा वेवलेंथ है, ये है वो है, अब जैसे मैं अगर अपने फ्लैटमेट के साथ कोई बात कर रहा हूँ, आई वुड नॉट केयर कि अगर मैं थोड़ा सा स्लिप कर भी गया अपनी कॉन्वर्सेशन में.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I'm Ranbir Kapoor and I'm talking to Alia Bhatt about a movie with Ayan Mukherjee on a live stream, I will have to be
I
a
mean-
little sensitive about
Sure.
things that I speak.
No, but again, I agree. I'm just saying it's easy to slip.
See, I feel like sure, if you slip, you say something wrong, you say something problematic, you say something that's like harsh. But I think what is also important is the follow up should be you should like rectify yourself. And I feel like if that rectifying is there, it's okay because
हाँ,
we are all like learning.
he immediately was like in a cute way.
That's rectifying.
In a cute
That's
way.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he
He
realized.
understood. Obviously,
Yeah.
he realized.
See, also sometimes what happens, you'll say something dumb and then realize it's dumb after you've said it.
Yeah.
You'll say that he obviously meant it as a joke, and he thought that
Of course.
log put के हंसेंगे, He obviously meant it as a joke. So
But it just didn't land.
it just didn't land.
No, he was a bad comic.
Yeah, it was. It's either way,
bad
man.
joke.
That's
He bombed.
Yeah.
But so that's what like a good joke and a bad joke come from the same place. The person
Of
wants to
course,
make the other
of
person
course,
laugh.
of
Now
course.
it's a bad joke. It's
हाँ मतलब वो
art
ना,
is in the art of the
वो
beholder.
5 सेकंड का जो awkward silence दिख गया ना तीनों
Yeah,
के
yeah,
चेहरे
yeah.
पे
Of
कि
course.
oh fuck.
ये क्या बोल दिया
ये
भाई?
क्या बोल दिया?
Boycott! Boycott करो.
On a live. So अभी पहले भी रणबीर ने ये ऐसी एक बात बोल दी थी, ठीक है? So what happened was कि they were talking about, so when Ranbir got married, and Ranbir has done movies like Ye Jawani Hai Diwani where there were dialogues like कि being married is like having dal chawal for life. ठीक है? So in that context, Ranbir said कि so
मैं
Ranbir
दाल
was
चावल
asked,
से खुश हूँ or something.
yeah,
Yeah?
ठीक
Yeah,
है,
of
he
course.
said something like
Of
that,
course, yeah.
and people went crazy. They were like, Alia, leave him right now. He's calling you dal chawal. And there were also
But that I agree with. Alia is at least mutton biryani, right?
Bro,
At
you
the
are
very
those
least.
people. I was telling.
At the very least, she is, man.
So they were tweets. They were like, leave him. Come to me. I will treat you like a biryani. And not dal
Yeah,
chawal.
that's great. Oh, that's great.
Why are
Bro,
they
this is
equating women with
horrible.
food?
I
This is
swear
horrible.
it was so I don't think रणबीर ने equate किया with food. It's just that उन लोग ने
उन्होंने किया, हाँ.
उसका डायलॉग है, वो मूवी का डायलॉग है, और उसने उस रेफरेंस में वो बोला.
I think it was supposed to just be a metaphor or something.
Yeah,
to
of course it was a
for-
metaphor.
मेटाफर भी नहीं था भाई, वो उसकी ये जवानी है दीवानी मूवी का एक्चुअल डायलॉग है.
हाँ, but the dialogue is meant as a metaphor, ना?
हाँ, of course.
Yeah, that's what
नहीं,
he's
मैं
saying, yeah.
मैं कह रहा हूँ वो इंटरव्यू में जिस लाइव इवेंट में उसने ये बात बोली,
मैं समझ गया.
उसने अपने उस मूवी के क्योंकि रिपोर्टर ने मूवी के रेफरेंस में पूछा,
समझ गया.
अब उसने मूवी के रेफरेंस में जवाब दिया, पर लोगों ने उस क्लिप को निकाल के उसको ऐसे वायरल करके
they Mukesh Khanna it.
भाई मुकेश खन्ना का वीडियो गलत ही था, उसको तो अपन नहीं बोल सकते, वो तो था ही गलत.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is basically what is happening, and I don't think, मतलब what, अच्छा, final verdict on your boycott culture. Do you think that it
It's
has some weight to the boycott culture and some right to happen, maybe?
So no, I don't think there is any like it should not exist. It should not be legitimized. Nobody should be supporting it. I believe that wholeheartedly because I truly believe that, again, like as a good joke and a bad joke comes from a good place, a good movie and a bad movie, the same amount of work goes into making both of them. Okay, regardless of whatever your personal thoughts are about the movie, you're entitled to your thoughts. You are not entitled to convert everyone else and get them angry on what your belief is. Okay, you don't like a movie, dude, fuck yeah, Shamshera sucked. Okay, again
But
another
then-
episode I'm bringing it up.
Every episode, Aishwariya, every episode. Since this guy has watched
Yeah.
that movie, in every IVM Likes episode, he plugs that in. Shamshera shit movie.
It is. Don't watch it. But if you want to, I can't be like getting mad at you. Okay, how can you go for this movie?
Yeah.
And you're a terrible person for going for this movie.
And then boycott that
Though I am
person.
thinking that, but I won't say it. And I won't believe it.
Yeah.
So everything should be allowed to exist. I feel.
What's your thought, Aishwariya?
I think the problem that I feel is happening is like boycott and cancel culture is happening over things which are very stupid and banal. Like there is
Yeah.
no like people are just nitpicking and doing it for the hell of it and just I feel like they're just like it's completely out of whack, right?
They're getting offended for other
Yeah,
people.
I feel like what
Yeah.
they're essentially doing right now is they're not boycotting or cancelling culture, they're policing things, which I feel like is a bigger issue that I think needs to stop. So I feel like cinema can exist freely as it should.
Great. I also like, मेरा भी point of view थोड़ा ऐसा ही है, that you say, Aishwarya. But I again, like, we don't have control over Twitter.
Yeah, we don't.
People, we don't have
Elon
control
Musk
over any.
almost did. but he
Elon Musk
backed out.
almost did. So if Elon Musk can't, how
Hum
can
can?
we?
Yeah. Yes.
So I think that brings us to the end of this part of the episode.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with some awesome recommendations.
Yes.
Please
sir.
don't boycott our recommendations. They
Yeah.
are great recommendations.
Yeah.
We see them and then we tell you to watch it.
Yeah.
We'll be back with some great recommendations.
And we are back with some awesome recommendations for yous. Let's start with
The
Snayhil.
newbie.
No, I would say start with the old beast, which the newbie understands how it's done.
Am I the right one to show how it's done? Based on
On the last performance.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I'll take that risk. Let's see.
So I would want to recommend a YouTube channel by a guy called Seth Fowler.
Okay.
And he is someone, he's a sneakerhead. He reviews
Sneakers.
latest sneakers, and
cool.
tells ki whether they'll do good in the resale market, whether and what are the good points of the sneaker, what are the bad points, ऐसे कौन से colorways से आया है, stuff like that.
Can I ask how many pairs of sneakers do you have personally?
I have around like 20 plus.
20 plus pairs of shoes that you can you haven't outgrown them or something. You can still wear
No,
them.
bro, I love them.
You wear all of them in there.
Yeah.
You have all 20 of them in Bombay with you?
No, I have like 20 of them. Oh, अच्छा, मेरे पास दिल्ली में अलग हैं और बॉम्बे में अलग हैं.
तो
My
बॉम्बे में
God.
20 हैं. दिल्ली में और
हाँ,
से ज़्यादा है.
बॉम्बे में around 15 to 20.
So how much do you think your collection would be worth? And have any of your shoes been on the channel you just
Yeah,
recommended?
of course.
Oh, wow, so you have some renowned pieces, or what? Is that
Yeah, I have some good pieces.
Oh.
So
That's
one
impressive.
of the craziest so my favorite shoe out of my collection is the Air Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago patent leather. That's so the story behind that shoe is that Jordan used to play जो उसका college basketball था, that was UNC, which had the light blue jersey.
Okay.
And his obviously the NBA team was Chicago, which had the red jersey. So उस shoe का जो color है, that is half blue, half ice blue, and half red. So it shows the transition of the colorway shows the transition of Jordan from college basketball to NBA basketball.
Okay.
So that is why it's called Air Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago.
Oh, cool.
So
That's
University
pretty
of
good.
North
So how-
Carolina.
so that's the one you have.
That's the one that I have.
How
and
much is that worth?
Uska MRP is 15,000, but in the resale market,
That's a lot.
oh, okay. So uska MRP is 15,000, but in the resale market, I got it for 37,000.
What's the most expensive sneaker you've got?
That must be it, no?
Actually, the most expensive sneaker was not for myself. I bought it for my dad for his birthday.
Your
It
dad
was
also likes sneakers?
Yeah, but like he never spends that much money on sneakers because he's sensible enough. So I got him a pair of a Jimmy Choo. He really likes fashion sneakers.
Okay.
So I bought him a pair of Jimmy Choo Diamond Collection, which costed me around 50K.
Okay, wow.
That's a
Wow.
lot.
Yeah.
मैं खुद के बाप का ही पैसा खर्च करके उनके लिए गिफ्ट
ए,
खरीद
मैं
रहा है।
freelance कर करके I saved some money and I gave it to him.
Okay, okay.
It was his 55th birthday. So I was like, okay, something special.
Corona bought one for 55,000 then.
It was of 80,000 actually.
What?
But then there was this guy, in India, it's of 80K. So I knew this guy in London. So this guy sourced one for me for around 50.
Wow. Oh, what a good friend, yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice. All right, can you top that? But wait, what is the YouTube channel again?
Seth Fowler.
Seth Fowler. All right.
I feel like lately I've been watching this show and it's really good. It's called What Do We Do in the Shadows?
What We Do in the Shadows,
Yeah.
dude. Taika Waititi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Have you seen the movie? There's a movie of the
No,
same name.
I know of the movie, but I've not seen it.
You know,
yet.
this is peak
Sorry,
Antariksh.
sorry.
This is
I
peak
realized.
Antariksh.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But it's such a great show. I mean, like the idea, the concept, and it's so hilarious. And
Can you please tell Snehil what the concept is?
so the concept of the
Because
show.
for another 5 seconds, if you don't tell, then
Yeah.
Antariksh will be like, okay, I'll tell you what the show is about.
Yeah, exactly.
So the show is basically about like these 4 vampires who are sort
Okay.
of just living they're living their life in the modern like
They're
world.
roommates. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like how they sort of function and just daily occurrences of their life, and it's
Okay.
hilarious.
Yeah.
No.
And they've also shot it in like the similar way The Office is shot. So the
Oh.
like the
Documentary
documentary.
The documentary
yeah,
sorts, yeah.
it's really good. So that's one show that I really
It's
recommend.
made by, created by, and starring Taika Waititi, who is the director of Thor.
Thor, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Really
It's on Netflix.
No, it's on right now it's on Hotstar.
Oh, great. Hotstar has good shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you actually really like the director, you should also watch Jojo Rabbit. If
Oh,
you've
Jojo
not-
Rabbit, I've watched.
Yeah.
it.
It's an amazing
film.
Yeah, since we were talking about him, I
Yeah.
thought
So, I don't know if you know this, but actually there is a movie that
Mhm.
Taika Waititi had directed back in early 2000s called What We Do in the Shadows.
yeah. So
With
it's
the same
based
concept.
of the movie.
Oh.
That movie got spun off into a TV show, which is now What We Do in the Shadows.
sure.
But it's like a different take on the same, like
Oh,
different
great.
actors and all
Yeah.
playing the same characters, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yep.
I'll watch it. I'm actually looking for some things to watch now because
Yeah.
recently I finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and now I don't know what to.
I think it's a great show to replace Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a good comfort watch.
Alright.
Then What We Do in the Shadows. It
Yeah.
is.
That, and also maybe you can check out Sandman. I watched.
I've heard it's
It
great.
is amazing. It's really
You've
good.
watched it also.
Finished it. I feel like they've
Great.
made such a great world, and it's so. sort
How
of-
do you plan your work-life balance, Aishwariya? Please, that should be your recommendation.
I mean, you can. I feel like you just gotta remove time to watch things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I want to say you got to prioritize watching things first and then
Yeah.
comes second.
I feel like you gotta make sure. I feel like doing 7 hours is more than enough, and after that you just gotta clock out. Nothing. 7 or maybe max 6, because I think
Yeah.
after that your brain stops working and it needs a break.
It stops at lunchtime only for me. Like, done.
I don't have a brain. So it works out.
So,
Great.
yeah.
So 2 recommendations by
Yeah.
you are What We Do in the Shadows and Sandman.
Yep.
Great.
Sandman is on Netflix. And
Sandman is
yeah.
on Netflix. Okay.
It's also based on a graphic novel, right?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
based on Neil Gaiman's book.
Neil Gaiman's book. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a graphic novel, not the book? Or is it an
No,
actual novel?
it's a novel if I'm not
Oh,
wrong.
okay. Okay, cool.
Great.
My recommendation would be a YouTube channel called Nerdstalgic.
Oh.
Okay, so what these I love video essay channels. Like that's a big thing. Where they will like have a topic that they can discuss and then break down and then give arguments as to why they are right in that.
Okay.
right? and I saw a video, a recent video on the channel. It was titled "How Pineapple Express Ended Stoner Movies." Okay, and being a big fan of stoner movies, I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting question. We don't see that many stoner movies, and I would say the last good stoner movie I saw was, in fact, Pineapple Express. I would argue that.
Oh,
Okay, so
we should have a stoner podcast.
like stoner comedy. It's called IVM Likes, a stoner podcast. And so because of that, I got into a rabbit hole of just going through his channel and some of the other interesting videos, like for instance, are titled "The Not So Modern Problem with Harry Dunphy in the Modern Family." So that is one of them. Why the future of the MCU has always been Secret Wars is another one. And so like some very interesting video essays. Check them out if you're interested. Yeah, this is the kind of channels I like. So Nerdstalgic, YouTube.
Great, amazing recommendations. And that brings us to the end
That
of
sounded
this
condescending.
episode.
That sounded very patronizing. Yeah, amazing recommendations.
No.
How do you know?
जितना passionately आप बता रहे हो उस बारे में, I'm sure.
Okay,
Because and I'm not someone who will boycott your recommendation.
Oh,
na?
okay. Chalo.
So I'll be like,
fair. Well said.
So that brings us to the end of this episode. And by the time we record another episode, I think Brahmastra will be out.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Son.
The next so this episode releases, and the next week, when our next episode releases, that is the day when Brahmastra is out, the Brahmastra day. I am super excited about Brahmastra.
Do you think when you go watch the movie, it'll be a full house?
It should be a full house, bro. I am
Are you
watching
planning to watch the movie?
Yeah, I feel like it'll be good.
Yeah.
I feel like
I am watching it in INOX for sure.
Okay.
I feel like it's the kind of movie that would be fun to watch in a theater.
I also,
Of course.
I'm
Bro,
actually,
the song Deva, the song, the colors.
I haven't seen it.
What? Okay,
I've only heard
another
Story,
recommendation specifically to Antariksh. Watch Deva, bro, and watch it in 4K on YouTube on a good phone that has a good screen, and you love it. The color correction, the picturization.
Color correction?
Yeah. It happens. It is a technical term. I have no clue.
Dude,
but
we all know what color correction is, but who?
I think you just
who reviews color correction?
So what I did was, so when I was in college, my teacher, my Photoshop wala teacher used to recommend us videos कि जाओ जाके देखो कलर करेक्शन से पहले कैसा लगता है पिक्चर और कलर करेक्शन के बाद कैसा लगता है पिक्चर. तो शायद उसी फ्लो में निकल गया. But anyway,
if you ever become a film critic, a part of your review will be
watch the song, and that will excite you more about the movie. Because before that song I was like, yeah, I'll watch this movie. But then after that song I'm like, bro, this is INOX. This is INOX level movie.
Okay, wow, that's high praise for a song.
Yeah. So the next episode is out on Brahmastra Day. Let's see whether the movie lives up to the expectation or not.
Yeah, maybe it's such a hit that they actually give us a holiday called Brahmastra Day eventually down the line. You never know, and this would have been the inception of that.
Yes.
That's great.
So that brings us to the end of this episode, and we'll see you guys on the Brahmastra Day now. Bye.